Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 9 to 4. Don't you dare miss it.
Truman Talks Law on Great Day Live is sponsored by the Karl Truman Law Office.
Well, if you or someone you know has been hurt on the job, there may be other options beyond workers' compensation available to you.
Yeah, one of those options is the Jones Act claim for people who work on the river. Attorney Karl Truman visits with us every Wednesday. Karl, good to see you again.
Good morning. Morning.
Tell us about the Jones Act.
Well, the Jones Act, since we're on the Ohio River, one of the types of cases that I see a lot of is maritime workers, people who work on barges, working on loading barges or building boats and barges type thing. And so today I kind of wanted to talk about an actual case that I handled rather than just talking about generalities, that there are real people who really get hurt and killed. Yeah. And so this is a case that I wanted to talk about where my client was representing a widow whose husband was actually crushed by a crane that broke.
Oh my.
What happened here is that he worked for a company who was building docks on the river, and his employer basically took a crane truck, put it on a small barge, really changed the physics and dynamics of it, and actually the barge was even taking on water, was leaking. And so without actually knowing what he was doing and creating this barge crane, and without just trying to kind of putting this truck on here, really created a hazardous situation. And what happened was they were using this crane to lift these docks and these pieces from the dock, and it actually broke. Right there on the top is the crane, the top of the crane that actually broke off of the crane and crushed and killed this gentleman. And so I was representing his wife, the widow, in making a claim. And since he worked on the river, if this were on land, state workers' compensation, his only remedy would be state workers' compensation law, which under state workers' comp, you cannot sue your employer. That his employer would be immune from any lawsuits. He would only get his wife would only get a minimal workers' comp recovery. Since this was on the river, what we're able to do is pursue a claim under what's called the Federal Jones Act, which protects maritime workers, and under the Longshore Act, where he was a harbor worker, basically. And so we could hold his employer as the owner of the vessel to a higher standard and greater accountability than if it were just on land.
And so this had tragic consequences in that this gentleman was killed. If he had been hurt badly but maybe hadn't lost his life, would you still have been able to use the Jones Act to claim a settlement?
Yes, we would still use the same legal principles, the same legal basis to hold the company responsible for it. So it's just a matter of, they had more tragic consequences. And so, rather than, I talk a lot about general legal principles, but I wanted to be able to show an actual case where someone really suffered consequences from somebody else's negligence.
Makes perfect sense. And of course, if you think if someone in your family, someone you love has been hurt at work, your advice is check with an attorney and make sure they're getting what they're entitled to.
Sure, whether it's work or any type of situation. And like in this case, it's really important that I get involved quickly, because if they had waited, years, either deadline could run, evidence can be gone, all of this property and the crane is long gone, and I really can't do an investigation. So, some people may be critical about, well, why do you hire a lawyer quickly? Well, the sooner I can get in the case, the better job I can do.
Thanks, Karl.
Yeah, we appreciate that very much. Thanks for sharing that specific case with us, too. So if you'd like to get in touch with Karl Truman, you can reach him at 502-222-2222.
Find him online at trumanlaw.com. We're coming right back.
If you're hurt in a car wreck, we're really going to stick it to you.
We'll ask you to sign releases.
Fill out medical forms.
Recorded statement.